Hey there, ever wondered what really goes on behind the glitter of your favorite theme parks? What if I told you that the laughter hides some bone-chilling horror stories? Real-life nightmares that only the brave or unfortunate employees ever witness. Today, we're diving into the dark side of fun. Phantom trains, haunted attractions, and eerie disappearances. So buckle up and make sure you've got a nightlight handy because things are about to get spooky. Now let's get this spooky show on the road. Our first tale takes us to an amusement park where a ride operator experienced a night shift he'd never forget. Picture this: a cool autumn evening, the park is closed and everything is eerily quiet. Suddenly, the coaster's engine roars to life. The train, completely empty, starts chugging up the lift hill. Ghostly figures in old-fashioned clothing appear in the carriages, their eyes staring right through him. For what felt like an eternity, the phantom train circled the tracks, then screeched to a halt, the figures vanishing into thin air. The next morning the investigation turned up nothing, just unexplained scratches and an unnatural chill in the air. Our next story takes us to a carousel, where a ride attendant witnessed the darker side of this usually cheerful attraction. During a late-night cleanup, she noticed the carousel slowly spinning, the horses moving, and a haunting, distorted melody playing. A ghostly figure of a young girl appeared atop one of the horses, her eyes filled with deep sadness. Despite her efforts, the carousel continued its slow, mournful rotation, the ghostly figure flickering like a candle in the wind. From that night forward, the carousel was never operated past closing time. Now let's talk about fun houses, those labyrinthine structures of laughter and apparently pure terror. A maintenance worker tasked with keeping the park's oldest attraction from falling apart started noticing things that couldn't be explained. Mirrors showed shadowy figures and whispers emanated from the walls. One stormy night he felt a cold breath on his neck but found no one there. He later learned that a fire had trapped a group of teenagers inside decades earlier. The funhouse had remained sealed shut ever since. He believed the spirits of those lost in the fire still lingered, their laughter and screams echoing through its corridors. The funhouse became a grim reminder of the tragedy that had unfolded within its walls. Chapter 4. Night Shift at the Dark Rides. Our story comes from a security guard on the graveyard shift at a park notorious for its terrifying dark rides. During a stormy night, he heard childlike laughter and followed it to one of the dark rides. The ride sputtered to life, and he saw a shadow darting across the wall. Inside, the air was thick with the smell of stale popcorn and something metallic. The ride soundtrack was now a cacophony of distorted noises. He reached the final scene and saw the animatronic figures moving, their eyes glowing with an unnatural light. The experience left him questioning what he had witnessed in the darkness. Chapter 5. The Disappearing Coworker. Our story comes from a ride operator who experienced the inexplicable disappearance of a coworker. During a busy summer evening, his colleague vanished without a trace. Despite a frantic search, she was never found. In the weeks that followed, employees reported strange occurrences around the roller coaster where she had last been seen. Shadows darted across the tracks, whispers carried on the wind, and the faint scent of her favorite perfume lingered in the air. The mystery remains unsolved, a chilling reminder of the unknown lurking in the park. Chapter 6. The Cursed Attraction. Every amusement park has its share of urban legends, but some become so ingrained in the park's history that they take on a life of their own. This is the story of the Cursed Attraction, plagued by a string of unfortunate events and unexplained phenomena. Some whispered of a construction worker's untimely end, others of teenagers who vanished without a trace. The attraction cast a long shadow over the park, a chilling reminder of the darkness that cannot be explained. Outro until next time, sleep tight, or try to. Well folks, there you have it. 6 spine-chilling tales of theme park terror. Have you ever experienced or heard of any creepy happenings at an amusement park? Drop your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I read every comment, and who knows, your story might just be featured in a future video. Until then, stay curious, stay skeptical, and for the love of all that is spooky, sleep tight, or try to.